Please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online, guys, please check it. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Guys, please confirm to me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Those who are attending in online. Guys, everybody, please respond for me. All of you are getting my voice on screen. Right. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right. Good evening, guys. And just on Friday, I think so. I've taken one demo class. The continuation part here we have to discuss there anyway. So let us check the content what I discussed it there on the Friday class. See this Java is available in how many parts there? Come on. Java is available in how many parts? 3 parts. What are the 3 parts there? J2SE, J2EE and J2ME. J2SE is providing only fundamentals of the Java. By using fundamentals, we are able to prepare standalone applications. Standalone application are like what? Calendar in our computer, calculator in our computer, like this. How many applications are standalone applications there? Only 5% of the applications are what there? Standalone application. What is standalone application? If we have to this, if we prepare and execute any Java application without using client server architecture or without distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is what? Standalone application. All right, sir. Its direct utilization is only 5%, but its dependency level is what? There 1000%. To learn J2EE, to work with J2EE applications, to work with the Selenium testing, to work with the Salesforce, and to work with the Hadoop, and so on and so on and so on. 95% of the situations we have to use what there? J2SE. So it's a dependent technology. Okay, clear. After that, next one is like what there? J2EE. Java 2 Enterprise Edition. It will provide server-side programming. It can be used to prepare enterprise applications or distributed applications. If we design and execute any application on the basis of client-server architecture or by distributing application logic over multiple machines, then that application is called as distributed application or enterprise applications. 95% of the applications are what there? Distributed applications only. Examples are given: all banking applications, all insurance applications, all social media applications, all food delivery applications, or healthcare applications, and so on and so on and so on. All these things are like what there? Like enterprise applications only. Last one is what there? J2ME. Java 2 micro edition. It's able to provide what programming here now? Micro programming. By using this micro programming, what type of applications here we are able to prepare there? Mobile based applications. How many applications are mobile based applications nowadays? No, 100% of the applications are what there? Mobile based applications. All right, next point is what we are given there. This is important. Mobile application development has very good demand in outside, but J2ME is not having any demand. It's almost all dead in outside. Okay, right. So these are the things here we have to understand clearly about this J2ME part. Right, out of all these things, J2SE and J2EE are live at present in Java. J2ME is not required. No need to learn J2ME. We can leave this one. Okay, leave this content here. All right, after this, after completion of this particular one, understand the next one again. Today, I think all of you are having syllabus sheets, right? I think all of you are having syllabus, right? Or else, even after completion of the class, you are able to get a WhatsApp message about this syllabus now, content, what I'm going to discuss with you. All right, if you want to observe this, or else maybe just 2 minutes of time, if you want to see the syllabus content here, I can give list of content here now. So many content concepts are available. I'll give that list of content here. Let me give some list now. After that, I'll start our introduction content clearly. Right, sir. First one is like what their introduction, and second one is like what their steps to prepare first Java application. Then after this, steps to prepare first Java application. Third one is what their language fundamentals. After this language fundamentals, object orientation. Oops, this is very important. This is the heart of the Java, object orientation. Everybody must understand this verbs. Without knowing that verbs, we are unable to understand anything in Java. Right, next one is after completion of this object orientation, the next topic will be like what there, some wrapper classes, and the next one is like what there, some inner classes. Next, seventh one is like what their packages. After this, eighth one is what their string manipulations, string operations. This also be important content. String operations. So many times here we are going to use the string operations there in every project. As a common operations we are going to perform. Comparing two names, checking whether the email ID is a proper email ID or not. Anything, all the things here we are going to do. And frequently we are going to use in our applications here now. Next one is like what then after this string manipulations. Next one is we need to go with what their exception handling. This also be another important one. After this exception handling, next one is like what there multi-threading. Multi-threading is also be another important one. After this multi-threading, next one is what there IO streams. IO streams is okay, little bit, not completely. Then little bit important one here. Few topics are important. After completion of this IO streams, no. Next one is what there networking, outdated, but still we are going to discuss there as part of our content here. Next one is RMI, remote method invocation. After this RMI, next one is like what there arrays topic I will discuss here at the 14th topic. 15th one like what there collection framework. This is another important. After the object orientation, the second important topic is what there collection framework. Next one is what there string manipulations, exception handling, and multi-threading or nominal. After completion of this collection framework, then what next one here we are going to understand there reflection API. After this, the 17th one was there annotations. Then after completion of these annotations, the next topic will be like what the GUI part. In a GUI, AWT, and next one is like what the Spring. Even though they are outdated, but little bit awareness I'm able to provide. Why? Because just idea, not utilized in outside. Not just idea I want to provide. Their internal topics are important, but concept-wise it's not required. But their implementations are important. That's why I'm going to discuss about it. After completion of this, next one is like what there JVM architecture. After this JVM architecture, we are going to understand garbage collector. After this garbage collector, next one is like what are the regular expressions. After this regular expressions, another topic is like what there. Right, sir. Now here another content here. Introduction, inner class I covered. Okay, fine. JVM architecture, garbage collection, regular expressions, internationalization. Then after completion of this internationalization, all right. Anyway, in the list of topics here I'm giving there, if any topic if I miss no, then non-flow I'm going to be covered here. After completion of this content here, Java 8 version features. Java 8 version features. All right, from Java 8. Next one is like what there Java 9 features, and so on and so on and so on, like this. Maybe almost 35 to 36 now here. At present, I think so. As per your say Java 20th version, I think so it's available, right? You said to me, yeah, Java 20th features also I'm going to prepare. I'm going to explain to you. But as of now, I'm not having awareness on Java 20th. Up to Java 19th, okay, but I can discuss that. But I'll update it. It's a matter of one day. I'll discuss even up to Java 20th version there now. So these are overall the topics here what we are having there clearly. If any one or two topics might be missing here, but overall content here I'm going to discuss with you. Huge content, heavy content. Why? Because it's a core Java, fundamental. If you know fundamentals, no, then only we are able to understand what their remaining content effectively. Without having these fundamentals, we are unable to understand the Java in the future. That's why I'm going to discuss more and more about this particular content. Got it or not? Just only headlines, only titles I have given. If I take each and every title, where internally more content is going on, so that I have to discuss there clearly. Fine. All right, so after that, after understanding this, now let's come for the introduction part today. Introduction. In introduction, what topics are available? What exactly the content is available in the introduction part here? Observe carefully. What exactly the content is existed here? Observe carefully. Inside the introduction topic. First one is Java history. Why Java is coming into the picture? Who has provided this Java? Huh? What exactly the work that Java people have done to prepare the Java programming language? All these points. The content here we are going to understand Java history. After this, differences between Java and others. Here others in the sense like what there C and C++. Why Java is coming? What differences you identified between Java and other programming languages like C and C++? What differences you identified there? Why Java is the best when compared with the C and the C++? And moreover, some people are having awareness on like what there. To learn Java, first we need to learn C++. To learn C++, first we need to learn C. People are having this kind of awareness. But straightly I'm telling them, Java, core Java is a foundation language, fundamental programming language. No need to learn any other prerequisite. Core Java is a prerequisite. Core Java is a fundamental topic. For this fundamental, no other prerequisite is available. Directly we can start with Java. So to specify this particular point only, I'm giving some comparison like what there, Java with the C, C++. What exactly the differences are available, what differences you understood. We are going to say clearly why Java is good when compared with the C and C++. All the things you are going to be covered there. That's one thing now. After that, after completion of this, after understanding the differences, no, next one is like what there, Java features. In a 5 minutes of time, what is Java? If you want to know what exactly the behavior of the Java, what is the nature of the Java, if you want to know within 5 minutes of time, there we have to go with what there, Java features topic. Java features, the topic here we have to understand. If you want to know what exactly the meaning of Java, leave this one. After completion of this, next one is Java programming format. Java programming format, like what there, if you want to write a program, what exactly the format here we have to follow, what is the structure we have to follow to write Java program, that we are going to understand inside this Java programming format. After the Java programming format, no, the next one is like what there, Java naming conventions, or else maybe I'll make it is a fourth one. This I want to say fifth one, Java naming conventions, where to use lowercase letters and where to use uppercase letters, that I am going to discuss. After that, here we are able to see like what there, Java programming format. That's overall, these are the topics which are available inside like what their introduction part. Yes, sir. All of you are following or not? There's only titles one I've given up to now. Nothing I started here. Okay. Now shall we start the first topic? No. No response. Right. And the first one, very first one is like what there, Java history. Right, sir. Understand it. Before starting this topic, I'm giving clarity. This topic is only knowledge purpose. Nobody will ask questions on this. Not at all important in the point of project work. Not at all important in the point of interview. But every Java developer should know what exactly the reason why Java is coming into the picture. Who has provided Java? Why the Java is coming? Basic awareness that I am going to discuss now. Right. Observe carefully. Tell me guys, all of you now tell me, on which year Java first version was provided to the market? 1990, 1995, 1996. It's a confusion, right? 19, 91. No. Right, anyway, I'm giving clarity. 1996, January 23rd. 1996, January 23rd. The very first version of the Java was introduced to the market. 1996, January 23rd. The very first version of the Java was introduced. Observe carefully. Java was provided in 1996, January 23rd, in the sense preparation was started before 1996. Preparation for Java programming language was started before 1996. But when it was started, what are the roots for this particular one? Observe carefully. In 1991, exactly, you remember the date exactly, but that is not the startup point of the Java. That is a point here. Understand it clearly. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices. Like, what are the electronic consumer devices here? Like cable TV, switch boxes, next remote controllers, and so on and so on and so on. Electronic consumer devices. In 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement. They want to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV, switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on and so on. This is actual root for Java programming language. This is a requirement by Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. Got it or not? Right. Observe carefully. Understand it clearly. This is actual requirement. For this particular requirement, Sun Microsystems has gathered 30 engineers. Sun Microsystems has gathered how many members there? 30 engineers as a team led by James Gosling. I think you already aware about this name, right? Familiar. Sun Microsystems has gathered 30 engineers led by James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. Patrick Nathan is another person. They are the two members lead for this 30 members team. Right or not? All right. With the 30 members team, Sun Microsystems has started. What they started there, Sun Microsystems started a project named as Green project. With this 30 members team, Sun Microsystems has started a project named as what there? Green project, to prepare a new programming language. Yes, sir. Come again. What exactly the requirement of the Sun Microsystems? At 1991, Sun Microsystems had a requirement to prepare a new programming language in order to prepare softwares for the electronic consumer devices like cable TV, switch boxes, remote controllers, and so on. So it's a matter of electronic devices. For electronic devices, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. That is a requirement of Sun Microsystems in 1991. Clear? Sun Microsystems has gathered nearly 30 engineers as a team to prepare this new programming language. The team leads are James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. Observe carefully. James Gosling and Patrick Nathan. Actually, Patrick Nathan is a key person there in Sun Microsystems. But whole credit is available with what there? James Gosling. Strictly speaking, James Gosling was available with Sun Microsystems up to Java 3rd version only. After the 3rd version, he left from Sun Microsystems. He went to some other organization. Now he is not with Sun Microsystems or Oracle Corporation. But up to third version of the Java only, James Gosling was available. At the startup point of time, James Gosling is the lead for it. But actual key person in this entire total Java journey is what there, Patrick Nathan. Still Patrick Nathan is available with the Java. Still is a part of the Java. Understand it now? Okay, leave this one. But most of the people are saying that father of Java. Who is the father of Java? James Gosling. James Gosling is the father of the Java. Okay, it's okay, fine. Next one is, with the 30 members team, Sun Microsystems gathered or started a project named as what their green project. Okay, fine. In a green project, they want to start a new programming language. They want to start a new programming language. In that new programming language, they want to see three main features. Understand it here? Still they are in analysis mode only. Just think of it. We are at 1991. We have an intention. We want to create a new programming language. But before going to start to prepare new programming language, before starting its implementation, first we have to analyze it. What features we want to see in that new programming language? What we want to implement in this new programming language? There, if we come for this point, Sun Microsystems wants to see three main features in their new programming language. What are the three main features they want to see on their new programming language? First one is a simple programming language. Come on, sir. Then what is this first one, Kirno? A simple programming language. And the second one is tight coded programming language. Tight coded programming language. And the third one, they want to see architectural neutral programming language. Architectural neutral programming language. These three features they want to see on their new programming language. Still they did not started to prepare new programming language. Still they're in analysis part. A team was formed, they gathered, they started a project. Inside this they want to see on paper what features they want to implement. Finally they identified three features they want to provide in their new programming language. What are the three features they want to see in their new programming language? First one is what there? Simple. Next one is what there? Tight coded. Next one is what there? Architectural neutral programming language. Now we are going to elaborate. We are going to elaborate. All right, sir. Why that programming language is a simple programming language? How that programming language is a simple programming language? How Java people are saying that their programming language? How Sun Microsystems is saying that their programming language is a simple programming language? Right. If you come for this point, they are given some reasons. What are the reasons here they have given there? First one is the programming language must take less execution time. The programming language must take what there? Less execution time. Within less execution time, that entire program has to be executed. And second reason, they are given that the programming language should take less memory. Less execution time. Another one is what there? Less memory. And the third one is a funny thing. Even myself also initially I didn't believe that, but after getting information from Sun Microsystems documentation, I came to know that okay, this is also a valid reason. What they are given there? Less power consumption. I thought of it. What is the relation between programming language and power consumption there? But they had given some kind of reason. What was the reason? That we have to understand clearly. Right, sir. Anyway, I'll talk about it clearly. Now let's come for this one. What is this first one here now? Less execution time. Less execution time. What's the impact of this less execution time? Simple example, guys. All of you observe carefully. Very simple point. For example, so I'm watching a football match in my TV channel. The channel number is what there? ESPN. It is available at 72 channel number. Watching a football match. My friend made a call to me. Just had a small discussion. Then after that, he asked to me, then what we are doing at present. Just I said to him, just I'm watching a football match. Immediately said to me, "Are a fool? Why you are watching that football match? At other channel, Star Sports 1 channel, there is a cricket match between India and Pakistan. The match is going on effectively. Pakistan were batted. They got nearly 321 runs. Indians were started batting. Almost all 49 overs are completed. Last over is remaining. In last over, 21 runs India has to get. At one side, crease Dhoni is there. At other side, Ishant Sharma is another fielder. They are the two batsmen. They are fighting for win. Why you're watching that football match? Then try to change your channel and watch that cricket match. My friend has given this clue for me. Then immediately, then as per my friend's information, I'm getting crazy on what their cricket match. Obviously, I want to change my channel. Then I've taken remote controller. Remote controller I've taken. I know that ESPN channel is what they 72. Star Sports 1 is going on at 75 channel. So I've taken my remote controller where I typed 7 and 5 on the remote controller. Then what happened there? It has not switched immediately. After some time, it has switched. After some time, when it was switched, when I observed the cricket match, there what happened? Man of the match presentation is going on. Dhoni is getting man of the match. Didn't see in that cricket match. I thought of it, at least I want to see the last over. I on time only I've taken remote controller and I changed the channel, but my TV was not switched immediately. It has taken some time. The moment when it was switched, when I observe there what's going on, their man of the match presentation is going on. MS Dhoni is getting man of the match. He got nearly 70 plus runs. Where is the problem? Watching football match is a problem from my side. Giving late intimation by my friend is a problem. And match between India and Pakistan is a problem, no? Huh? All right, sir. The problem is where remote controller is a problem. Not with the TV. Remote controller is a problem. Understand it. Inside the remote controller, what happened there? Inside the remote controller, when I type a 75 channel number, immediately it is not performing its functionality. It has taken some time. It has taken some time to perform its functionality. Means that internally there is a program. Inside the remote controller, there is a program. When I type 750, internally that program has to be executed. That execution time of that program is taking more. When it has taken more execution time, performance of the remote controller is reduced. When more execution time is taken, performance of the remote controller is reduced. When performance of the remote controller is reduced, automatically end user will not satisfy about our product. Whatever the remote controller product here we have taken, I'm not satisfied about my product. In the next attempt, if I want to take any remote controller, I will not take this particular remote controller. I will buy some other remote controller. If I get my point or not? So your understand point, when execution time is more, automatically performance of the application is less. When execution time is less, automatically performance of the application is what there more. Understand it clearly. One more example I'm taking there. Previously, I have a tab, Samsung tab. When I want to go for some hotel or somewhere else, when I want to pay the bill, I need to scan. Then through PhonePe, I want to pay the bill. I need to scan that QR code or whatever it may be. I want to scan it. When I'm trying to scan it now, then it may take 1 or 1.5 minutes of time. I need to adjust that scanner, then only I'm able to get it. Sir, got it or not? Okay, after that, when I type the payment, when I click on pay, maybe some circle is rotating. After that only it might be paid. Then up to the time I have to monitor it, I have to check it. How much time now? In some situation that phone pay problem may be that circle is rotating only throughout the life. It's not completing it. Yes, sir, got it or not? So finally I got irritation over my tab. I decided I don't want to use this tab. Then I want to buy a new mobile phone. I want to take a new mobile phone. After that, I waited almost 6 months of time to buy a new mobile phone, but very good mobile phone I want to take. It's a real-time example I'm telling you. I experienced it with that. Then finally, I came to know that most of the people are suggested to me, try to take iPhone. But I inquired about it. iPhone is very good phone, but the problem is what there, all operations are total in reverse. Then I recognize it. Up to at least 1 week after, I have to spend my time to understand the functionality of that mobile phone. But I don't like it. When technology is increased, flexibility I have to get. But again, I have to sit separately for that phone to learn, in the sense, who will lesson that 1 week of time. I thought of it. Next level best phone is what? Some other people have suggested to me, take OnePlus mobile phone. That's okay. That is good thing. In OnePlus also, which one is the top end? There I identified it. So I checked for it. OnePlus mobile phone might be there. Some variants are available. 4 GB RAM, 8 GB RAM, 12 GB RAM. But one more variant is available. That is what there, 16 GB RAM. Yeah, that I want to take. When 16 GB RAM, in the sense, somewhat speed is coming there. Then I've taken. Right. This is a mobile phone. I've taken it. OnePlus. When I taken this, when I go to the restaurant now, when I want to scan it now, even just like in a flash, if I rotate my mobile like it, my mobile phone like it, automatically it's scanning now. Now tell me, understand the difference now? Previously my tab I have to rotate like a bus steering. Now it's a fraction of second. Just if I show like this, automatically it's scanning now. Which one is better now? Forget about money. Which one is better now? Mobile phone. This OnePlus mobile phone is better or not? Or maybe Apple phone, iPhone is better or not? See, that is a end user feeling. End user is satisfying now. End user must be satisfied. So here the point is what there. And moreover, in my phone pay, when I click on it, as per this 5G network, maybe as per this phone, new mobile phone might be, when I click on, even my finger is also not touching on that icon, app icon, automatically it's open. Automatically it's asking about the money. When I type it now, within fraction of seconds, the payment is going on. In my mobile phone, nearly 28 GB RAM is there. 16 GB is a physical RAM and 12 GB is virtual RAM. Understand it clearly what I'm telling you. So here the point is not like mobile phone and not like another one. Less execution time, more performance, and user is happy. More execution time, less performance, and user is not happy. We are preparing all the software products and everything for the sake of satisfying end user. When end user is happy, then the product is getting very good demand. When end user is not happy, product is not getting demand. That's why now the execution time is providing impact or not. Execution time is important factor or not. So because of that reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare their new programming language. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It has to take less execution time and it has to provide more performance for their applications. That is, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must take less execution time and it has to provide what there, more performance. This is a clear-cut information here. What I'm telling you. This is a punch here. Next one is what? After completion of this, lesser memory. All of you guys observe carefully. What next one here? Less memory. What is this less memory actually? What you are thinking about less memory? Everybody understand it clearly. For example, I want to take a computer, guys. I want to take a laptop. Again, this is an example here. Just 1 year back, I have taken this laptop. Previously, I had all-in-one PC. In that all-in-one PC, what happened there? By default, they have given memories what they're only 4 GB RAM. Lenovo all-in-one PC, 4 GB RAM they have given. When I'm trying to open my enterprise applications now, then myself is a person, I used to take the classes for entire Java, maybe advanced Java, or like what their frameworks, like different things. When I open Oracle database in my laptop now, it's getting some delay, slow down, totally slow down. When I open my server, WebLogic server and Oracle database there, it's totally slow down. When I click on this execute button there, it is taking some time here. Even the Eclipse side is not responding in some situation. So I faced a lot of problems there now. Then after that, I decided I want to take a new laptop. I went to the computer shop. In the computer shop, might be there is a representative. I asked him, I want to take a laptop. Can you give some like quotation for my laptop? Fine, he has given a quotation. What was that quotation he has given there? Total, all the motherboard and RAM, like ROM, all peripherals and everything he has given there. Then finally he said to me, the cost of the laptop is 48,000 Lenovo. Where I seen that 48,000 they have given, then I observed it, what components they have included, a motherboard and operating system, everything is okay. But where I identified the RAM size is only 8 GB RAM. What's that GB there? 8 GB RAM. I identified it. And then immediately I thought of it. Actually, previously 4 GB RAM. It was totally slowed down. Again, if I take 8 GB RAM, if I open 2 to 3 other softwares, no, again it is getting slow or not? Again it is slow down or not? So now with 8 GB RAM, I'm not satisfying with that. Just I requested him, can you make it is 12 GB RAM or 16 GB RAM like this? Yes. Okay, no problem. I can take this. You can take directly this one. Later, I have a service center. In my service center, I'm going to make it is 16 GB RAM like this. Okay. Then okay, I accepted it. Then immediately I was taking that quotation paper where he changed the cost of the laptop is what there now this time 55,000. Previously 48,000. Now it is what there 58,000, 55,000. What happened? When memory is increased, automatically cost of the product is increased or not? Memory is a costful. When memory is increased, automatically cost of the end product is increased or not? No, my laptop previously 48,000. When I made it is a 16 GB RAM, automatically it is increased. Its cost is increased 55,000. So now tell me, if it is more cost, who will take that particular component? No? Who will take that particular product? If it's more cost, who will take it? No. One simple example, one more example I can take. The same OnePlus phone, originally it has number of variants, 16 GB RAM, 256 memory. At the same time, 16 GB RAM and 512 memory is also available. But that OnePlus providers have not released 512 memory variant inside in India. Why they are not introduced? What is the reason for it? No, as per the Indian market, 16 GB RAM max. As per the Indians psychology, max majority of the people they are going to buy the mobile phone within the range of like 20,000, 25,000, max 30, 35. Less number of people are going to take the mobile phones up to 50,000 or maybe 70,000. Market is not going to be high for the 70,000 like this. 512 variant is having the cost is nearly 59,000, 60 plus, 60,000 plus. They understood that people are not going to take that mobile phone. They stopped it. That variant they stopped it. Lower variants they released it. But in China they are released it. In US it was released there. But in India only they are not released. Why? They understood the business of Indian people, the psychology of Indian people. So which is not going to be taken more. Because of that reason they stopped that variant here now. Memory is the point is what their memory. Understand my point, Ken? If the cost is more, people are not ready to take that. Reasonable cost is required or not? Okay, when cost will be increased, when memory is increased. When memory is reduced, cost of the product is reduced. Am I right or not? When memory is increased, cost of the end product will be increased. When memory is lesser, cost of the end product will be lesser. Because of that reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must take less memory for executing its applications. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It must take less memory, not more memory. Within less memory, that programs have to be executed. In that way, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. Sir, all of you get my point or not? That's okay, fine. Let's come to the third point here. What about this third point here? Understand it clearly. Less power consumption. Now, this is a point here. Now, coming for this point. What I identified the content here. Now, try to understand it clearly. For example, if we take remote controller, for example, understand it. Remote controller. Remote controller is working on the base of the batteries or not? Inside the remote controller, some energy is required or not? Some power is required or not? That is through batteries, that energy will be provided or not? Okay, listen carefully. At present, my remote controller must require two batteries. Their lifetime is 6 months of time. For every 6 months of time, I have to change the batteries. The cost of the battery is 100 rupees. So for every 6 months of time, 100 rupees I have to spend for what there? My remote controller. That means maintenance cost of my remote controller for every 6 months of time is what there? 100 rupees. Listen, clear cut information. Okay, fine, leave it. After that, if we observe inside the remote controller, two things are available. One is a software, another one is a hardware. Am I right or not? Two things are available inside the remote controller: software and hardware. In every electronic consumer, in every electronic device, these two things are mandatory: software component and hardware component. When I type some number 7 to previous example, when I type one number on remote controller, software will listen. Software will listen our user action. Then software will give directions to the hardware components to perform this particular action. Say for example, power button if I type. When I click on power button, software will listen it. Okay, user wants to switch off this. Then immediately that software will give instructions to the hardware component. Hardware component will do the action physically. Hardware component will do the action physically. Hardware component will switch off the device. Software component will not switch off the device. Only hardware component will switch off the device, but software component will give information to the hardware component. Yes, sir. Got it or not? What I am telling them. So when I type some number on my remote controller, software will listen user action. Software will pass that instructions to the hardware component. Hardware component will do the real action. So finally, what I required now, some interaction is required between software and hardware or not? Some interaction is required between software component and hardware component or not? All right, sir. Listen carefully. If that interaction is less energy consumption is going on. If the software component is interacting with the hardware component more interaction is available between software component and hardware component, automatically energy consumption will be more. Please recognize my point, Ken. Automatically energy consumption will be more. Am I right or not? When energy consumption is more between software component and hardware component, automatically the battery's lifetime will be reduced or not? Batteries are drained up or not? Battery's lifetime will be reduced or not? Previously, for every 6 months of time, we have to change the batteries, no? But now, because of this more hardware interaction, for every 3 months of time, we have to change the batteries, no? That means for every 3 months of time, we have to put 100 rupees, no? Now, maintenance cost of the end product is increased or not? Maintenance cost of the end product is increased or not? Because of this reason, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare their new programming language. It should have less hardware interaction. It should require less energy consumption. It should require like what there? Less power consumption. When it is less power consumption, automatically maintenance cost of the end product will be reduced. Maintenance cost of the end product will be reduced. Sir, all of you get my point or not? Maintenance cost is also be very important. As per the survey, if you observe this, in Indian market, two types of cars are available. What are the two types of cars now? Like diesel cars and petrol cars. Which one is getting more now? Tell me in outside market, no? Petrol cars or diesel cars now? Diesel cars are selling more. Why? Cost of the diesel is somewhat less when compared with what there? Petrol. Am I right or not? No, but nowadays the trending is what there? Electric cars. Electric cars. One time is a payment now, but every time we have to recharge it. No petrol, nothing else. Right or not? So maintenance cost definitely. And the product maintenance cost is also the important factor. Customers may be attracted for the less maintenance cost only. Am I right or not? Here also be Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language that should take less power consumption, means that less maintenance cost. Sir, still this is the idea of Sun Microsystems. This is the analysis of the Sun Microsystems to prepare their new programming language. Still, new programming language was not prepared, not started. New programming language was not yet started. Just it is the idea of Sun Microsystems, what they want to see on their new programming language. Then immediately what happened here? No, observe carefully. They started to prepare new programming language in 1991. They took nearly 2 years of time to prepare this new programming language. Entire 1991 this taken, and up to end of 1992 they prepared new programming language. They completed the preparation of the new programming language. Just 1 minute, guys. I think so. Just only one factor I discussed here. What is that factor there? Simple only I discussed here. Remaining two factors here I have to discuss. After that, I'll go for the completion of the new programming language. Now let's come for this one. What is this next one again? Tight coded programming language. What is the meaning of this tight coded programming language, guys? Observe carefully, all of you know. Say for example, all of you are aware about this stack operations. Stack, one of the data structure. Do you aware about it? Stack, no? Any idea on this stack? Any idea on this stack? Right, sir. Stack is a data structures. Am I right or not? What are the various operations for the stack now? Tell me. First one is like what there? Push. And second one is like what there? Pop. Actually, there is a third one, that is what there? Peak. Push in the sense inserting an element. Pop in the sense read and remove. Read and remove. Peak in the sense just read but not remove. Peak is what there? Just read what is top of the element. That's it. But not remove. They are the three operations. Good, nice. In the C programming language, I'm asking this question to you. Now try to answer it. Just general knowledge only. To perform push operation on an average, we are going to take nearly 20 lines of code. 20 lines of code on an average. To perform pop operation again, 20 lines of code we are going to take. To perform peak operations again here, 20 lines of code here we are going to take. Overall, in C programming language, to perform the stack operations, how many lines of code here we are going to consume there? 60 lines of code on an average here we are able to consume. How many lines of code here we are going to consume there? 60 lines of code. Sir, got it or not? Understand it, no? Same stack operations in Java. Same stack operations in Java. If you observe this, all of you observe carefully. Same stack operations in Java. If you think about it, stack S is equal to new stack as a predefined class. S dot push of complete. My push operation is completed. S dot pop, my pop operation is completed. S dot peak, my peak operation is completed. Finish. Now tell me, overall in Java, how many lines of code is available totally? Total, how many lines of code is available here? 4 lines of code is existing. But in C and C++, 60 lines of code. But in Java, 4 lines of code. Listen carefully. If any programming language is taking more number of finish sections, then that programming language is a loose coded programming language. What is that programming language there? Loose coded programming language. For a particular requirement, if any programming language is taking more and more number of finish sections, no, then that programming language is what there? Loose coded programming language. If any programming language is taking less number of finish sections, less number, stack operations are same in C, in Java, but in C 60 lines of code, in Java 4 lines of code. If any programming language is taking less number of finish sections to perform the same stack operation, to perform the same operations, no, then that programming language is loose tight coded programming language. That programming language is what there? Tight coded programming language. Now tell me here, C programming language and Java, two examples I have taken. Which programming language is a tight coded programming language? Come on, which programming language is tight coded programming language? Obviously Java. Java is what the tight coded programming language, but C is what their loose coded programming language. Why? Because it takes more number of instructions to perform a particular operation, but in the case of Java, it will take only less number of instructions to perform the same operation kernel. So that's the meaning of like what their tight coded programming language. Right, so last one is like what their architectural neutral programming language. What is the last one here? Architectural neutral programming language. What is the meaning of this architectural neutral programming language? No, observe carefully. Straightforward information. Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language. It should not be bound with a particular operating system and a particular hardware system. It must be executed its applications in all the operating systems, in all the hardware systems. In that way, they want to prepare a new programming language. That means what's the point I'm telling there? Independent of all the hardware systems, independent of all the hardware systems. In every hardware system, the Java has to execute its applications. In that way, they want to prepare their new programming language. That's why they have taken the factor is what their architectural neutral. Architecture in the sense hardware system. Neutral to the hardware systems. Sir, all of you are getting it or not? Now tell me, all of you know, Sun Microsystems wants to prepare a new programming language in green project. That new programming language must have 3 features. What features they want to say on the new programming language? Simple programming language, tight coded programming language. Then what next one here? Architectural neutral programming language. Yes, sir, got it or not? What's the meaning of simple programming language? Less execution time, less memory, less power consumption. What's the meaning of tight coded here? No, less number of instructions, more implementation. Less number of instructions and more productivity. Less number of instructions, more implementation. Right. What's the meaning of this architectural neutral? It's an independent to all the hardware systems. It can run its applications in every hardware system. It can run its applications in every hardware system. This is what exactly the meaning of like what the architectural neutral programming language. Yes, sir. All of you are getting my point or not? So finally, what happened here? No, the total somewhat information here I discussed about this history. Right. After this, right, sir. Then few more points are remaining here. Then almost another time is like 6:35. No, can I discuss the remaining part tomorrow? Right. Then few days only 1 hour class I'm going to take. Then after that, I'm going to take your class right from 4:30. Yes, sir. Got it or not? Now 5:30 I'm taking a class. Now 4:30 to 6 is an official time for us for our class. Now, but up to these classes, I'm going to take like this 1 hour 5:30 to 6:30 like this. After that, I will start our class at what time there? 4:30. Please remember this. Okay. But when onwards I'm going to take this, I'll give intimation to you clearly in our classes. Okay. Then tomorrow I'll continue the remaining part here. Tomorrow we are going to see the content. Thank you. Thanks a lot. Which one? Yeah, sure. Every class is recorded.